At the highest levels of international football, the margin for error is nearly invisible. A single pass that dies in the wet grass is all it takes to end a tournament. Entering the 2026 World Cup, Iraq steps onto the pitch looking to make a statement a decade in the making with their very first touches of the ball. Standing opposite them is Norway, arriving with a generation of talent that has defined the expectations of an entire nation. For the Iraqi backline, the tactical assignment is terrifyingly direct. They must contain a physical presence that has already dismantled the world's most disciplined defenses. It takes less than half an hour for that tension to break. Erling Haaland finds the back of the net, logging his first ever World Cup goal and drawing first blood. Haaland's goal immediately changes the math, forcing an Iraqi squad that came for a statement into a high-stakes tactical gamble. But Iraq refuses to fold. Instead of dropping their hands after conceding early, they immediately push back and apply pressure. On this tactical map, Amir Al-Amari spots a vulnerability and lofts a set piece over the Norwegian defensive line. Ayman Hussein tracks the delivery, rises up, and drives a brilliant header home, tying the game at one apiece. The momentum swings wildly. Iraqi attackers start finding pockets of open space, ripping dangerous shots right through the middle of the pitch. The heavy favorites are suddenly on their heels. This 1-1 deadlock puts a visible psychological strain on a Norwegian side that expected an easy victory. Iraq proves they have the tactical capability to dismantle Norway, making their impending downfall entirely unforced and tragic. Deep in their own half, an Iraqi defender attempts a routine play, but the pass is short, weak, misdirected, and falls dead in the grass. This diagram illustrates offensive gravity. Strikers like Haaland warp the space around them, forcing panicked decisions. Because he is always lurking inside that radius, Haaland instantly punishes the short pass, intercepting the ball to secure the easiest goal of his career. That single, self-inflicted wound breaks the Iraqi squad. You can see the collective focus shatter as their defensive discipline completely unravels. Norway immediately twists the knife. Martin Odegaard and Oscar Bob orchestrate a beautiful, flowing sequence of passes that carves right through the demoralized defense. Norway reclaimed the lead by weaponizing a single lapse in concentration, proving that at this level, clinical awareness is more lethal than any complex strategy. The final minutes turn into absolute chaos inside the Iraqi penalty box as Norway relentlessly unleashes their physical dominance on every airborne cross. On one particularly dangerous entry, Leo Østebard launches himself into the air, leaping so high he actually clears the trajectory of the ball. In the ensuing scramble, the Iraqi goalkeeper fails to secure the loose ball. It spills out, Norway capitalizes again, and the brutal 4-1 scoreline is sealed. A match that began with brilliant resilience ends in a lopsided rout. The 4 goals on paper obscure the fact that Iraq was actively threatening an upset for a solid portion of the game. For Norway, this result sends a clear warning to the rest of the 2026 field. They possess the killer instinct required to sniff out blood and punish any hesitation. At the World Cup, tactical potential is irrelevant if a team lacks the absolute perfection required to survive 90 minutes.